There's a look out past the right field wall and over towards Fleetwoods. And joining us here on our set, the general manager over there at Fleetwoods Tap Room, Brian Plummer. Brian, thanks for coming on and bringing us, well, some samples.
Absolutely, not a problem.
Well, it's exciting. You guys rocking and rolling over there now. Got the patio open over there. Talk a little bit about how this has gone for Fleetwoods.
So things have been great. We specialize in domestic beer, and what we're starting to find with the patio being as popular as what it is, we're doing this program on Sundays called Soulful Sundays. And what it is every week we bring in a different brewery, and of course we've got to start with a local brewery. So Mommy Bay is an obvious, first selection. So we're going to have 4 different beers. The lineup this week is going to be the Glass City Pale Ale, the Glass Hopper IPA, the Habanero Amarillo Barillo, which is a very limited release, and then the Imperial Blood Orange Wit. And different elements of that sandwich are going to complement the different beers. And then the side as well, we're going to be doing a farmer's market, fresh from the Toledo's farmer market, couscous, and where the sandwich is actually called the Toledo Transplant. It's kind of like a southwestern style sandwich, but there are still some local elements.
That's pretty cool.
Brian, one thing that people are asking me, and I know you can answer this, but people want to know, how can I get up on the roof?
So the Rooftop, during the game days, there are a number of games throughout the season that you can get a ticket to that gets you up to the rooftop. And moving into next week, we will have food elements up there, as well as a satellite bar that unfortunately won't have all 48 beers on the rooftop, but we do have a great selection of regional craft beers that will be represented on the rooftop as well.
Well, there you go.
I'm being told I got to ask you about the list. There's a list of 12, I believe, or something that you can tell folks about?
Yeah, so the rotational 12 it allows us to bring in such as like the Habanero Barillo. That's a very limited run, and it's not something that we can get throughout the season, but it's something that we want to have. So, we have these very special items for a short time, and we're excited to have them when they come, and it's a special time, and when they go, we move on to the next thing for sure.
Now there is plenty. If you're a beer connoisseur, like some of us here on this set, that Fleetwoods is the place for you, right? I mean, you guys have so much over there, huh?
Absolutely, and we give a lot of tours of the space, and it's not only for the beer connoisseurs, but it's also at the end of the tour, you get to kind of know people, and a lot of people I may not like beer, but we have a little bit of something as far as beer is concerned for everyone. We've got a Neapolitan milk stout that's a little sweet. You got the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate, and they people that normally wouldn't think they like beer, we've got something for them.
All right, Brian, let's talk entertainment. What kind of music can we hear? Are you just going to mix it up, or what are we expecting?
So with the space, being very historical, we got the old tin ceilings. We feel as though it demands to have, kind of an Americana, and that'll move into a little bit of blues and soul, and then, that leads into our Soulful Sundays.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're going to have a DJ spinning vinyl, dropping wax, whatever you want to call it. And it's not like they're going to be, scratching the records or whatnot, but you're going to have, your Aretha Franklin, your Marvin Gaye, a little bit of funk like the Meters and so on and so forth. And we'll have a rotation of DJs that, are from the local area.
Yeah, my follow-up too, we're talking a lot about beer, but Fleetwood's whiskey as well, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So with the beer, we are 100% domestic, but with the whiskey, we do feature domestic spirits. Right now, we're sitting on just over 70 domestic spirits. That's including bourbons, straight bourbons, ryes, and then special blends. And there's companies like New Holland Spirits out of Michigan that they have these beer-infused whiskeys. So, if that doesn't work any better for Fleetwoods, I don't know what does.
Hey, they got rum. I'm all set.
We do have some rum options,
They do. See, there you go. Jim's all set.
I've had some over there already. So.
Yeah, see, there you go. And, of course, we're all into the fine selections of beers. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't been to Fleetwoods, it's the place. Give it a shot. Give it a check out. You will enjoy. Brian, appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on and talking about it. I'm sure we'll get a chance to chat with you later on in the year.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure to have you.
Appreciate it. There you go. Brian Plummer, he is the general manager of Fleetwoods Tap Room.